Okay, folks, here we are. We just got our Traxxas tires in. Nice big wide tires. This is going to be the first video on cutting the tires down and the wheels down. I'm going to make these about, probably pretty much half of what they are. So I want these for my Super Mud Basher, but you cannot find them. Nobody makes them, so we're going to make a set. So I came up with this idea of using I got this drill press Dremel, nice wheel here for cutting plastics and wood. So I got it all set up here to to the right distance I want here, and I just went along and made a cut on this side, turned it over, made a cut on this side, um, and this here is what we wind up with. After you've taken the foams off, this is what you got. We're going to make this, going to have to glue this all together. The reason I went with these already glued tires was it was a lot cheaper, and I didn't even know if this was going to work, so I wasn't going to throw away $100 for nothing. So we're going to, I think we're going to take these tires off of the beads now that I got a nice cut here around the tire, which will help in the gluing. I've tried cutting these with scissors before, and well, if you've tried it, it's pretty janky. It looks pretty ugly. It doesn't come out too well. So I came up with this setup right here, and this works awesome. And this here setup here is going to cut the wheels also. And just put this down here, put your wheel, set the cutter for the distance you want it, and zip, 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 there you go. So this is what we're going to put on our Super Mud Crawler. I also found a way of taking this chrome off there so we can have a black wheel. So this is pretty much what we've cut out of it, which is about the exact distance, the size that the tire is going to end up being. So it's going to be from that to that right there. It's going to be awesome. I hope it's going to be awesome anyway. So we'll check this out. I'll give you some more videos on how to here. I think we're going to try, I seen on YouTube the guy heating the beads up with a hair dryer, and just taking the rubber off of the wheel, and it saves both of them. You don't mess with it. That looks a lot safer than boiling it or throwing it in the oven. So this is this is where we are now, and this is where we're going to wind up. I'm going to make the fronts about 1 1/8 wide, and we're going to make the rears about 1 1/4 inches, so just a little bit wider in the rear. So there we are, first video. Hi folks, well here we are with video 2 of making some Monster Mud truck tires out of this big old thing right here, Traxxas E-Max tires. Way too big for me. So what I did is the video yesterday I showed you how I cut the wheels down on my my setup here. This things work so awesome. So today I cut the actual wheels down. I took like over 1 inch or so out of the center of it. I glued them up. I tried some different stuff. I tried the epoxy that everybody uses on YouTube, but I didn't like it because it was brittle. You could peel it up. It didn't have any flex to it. So I went to my old standby shoe goo. Shoe goo is awesome stuff. I don't know who made it, but thank God they made something like that. But anyway, I put that on the centers to glue them together. I think it's going to work awesome. I tried it on some wheels first off, and they seem to hold up really well. So we shoe gooed them, and we took the big foams that are in the center of these, pretty much cut them in half. So anyway, what we did is we took the original foam, pretty much cut it in half. So now we got the foam for our tires here. So I think they're going to come out pretty well. So this is pretty much what we wound up with. when it's all together. And since I used the already they're already glued up together, that kind of presented a problem on how to glue them together and hold them tight with you know, with the foam in there and stuff. So what I came up with is a couple of pieces of thin panel. I made me a bolt, I think is like 5mm or so. So let me show you what I did here. This kind of works so awesome. Put this through one side. Basically what we're going to do is sandwich the two together. So that we got, get this up here a little bit closer. So that, check this out. Now we got a nice surface here. Everything is nice and flush. So all we got to do is glue her up. So I'm waiting on some special glue for these. Should be here tomorrow. But as you can see, this is what they're going to look like. So from this to this, what a difference, huh? Put it this way so you can see the chevrons. But I think they're going to work well. I did take and took the easy off and took off the chrome off of the outside. I don't like chrome on my trucks, no bling. Everything's got to be all pounded up for me. So take what I could get off here, then I'll just squirt a little bit of flat black on there to just kind of paint it up a little bit so it doesn't look, because there's some of the chrome finish here that didn't quite come off, but they're ready for paint. So anyway, that's what we came up with so far. This little invention here is awesome. I can't wait to try it out. Now some other tires, this is what we took off here. You can make some tracks or something out of this. That sure is a nice looking bit there, and that's pretty much what we took right out of the center of that. So that's where we are. So we're waiting on some glue tomorrow. I just got my new Castle Creations 3800 brushless censored motor for the rig. We're going to put that in there, and then we're going to do a tire test between these mud tires, the RC 4-wheel drive mud bashers, the RC 4-wheel drive mud slingers. I have them cut so that it opens up the tread. They work really nice too, but we're going to try some tire test with all these nice tires. So anyway, if these work out nice like this, I know you can't buy them. I might make some sets and put them on eBay. You never know. I'd have bought a set instead of going through all this expense of buying all this equipment. Probably about $300 worth of stuff just to make a set of tires. But you know what? Oh well, that's what I need. That's what I want. So we will make another video tomorrow. Hopefully when I get my glue in, show you how easy it is to glue these things up. Make another set, throw them on, and we're going to go. All right, we'll talk to you guys later. God bless. Goodbye. Good morning, folks. How we doing today? Well, we got our truck all together finally last night, like way late. So this is going to be kind of the final video on cutting your wheels and tires. Use the big old Traxxas tires to make some nice big mega mud truck tires. So here's what we got. As you can see, I think it came out really nice. You can kind of see how tall this thing is by putting that Coke can up next to it. So the wheels came out really nice. I think the wheels came out good. We took the chrome off with some easy off. Got the chrome off. It took some time, but just a little bit of scrubbing and stuff. Finally got it all off. And what we ended up using for the wheels, just so you guys know, I tried some different stuff. A lot of people recommended using epoxy. on the plastic wheels itself after you cut them and narrow them. I tried that on some test ones. It bound up and dried up well, but I didn't like it because it still wasn't flexible. And if you got a screwdriver up underneath it, you could still pry it up and start chipping it up. So that wasn't going to work for me. So what I did is I used my old dependable shoe goo. I used this stuff on everything. So it worked really well. I just put the first application on to get the two halves mounted together. Let that dry a bit, and then I went back and put a nice generous coat on both the inside and on the outside, and let it dry up good. And if you've ever used shoe goo, I don't think it's going to come off. So I think that's going to be the ticket here. We'll find out today after we run this thing and bash it around a while. Also, for the tires, I use this stuff right here. It is a Hot Racing USA tire glue. It's supposed to be special manufactured to be a little bit pliable. It's a super glue, but it's got, I guess, a rubber compound or something in it that makes it a little pliable, so that, you know, with the rubber stretching and everything, it doesn't come apart. So that's what I used. So once again, pretty much accessible household, and you can get this. I got this on eBay for like $7. So that seemed to work out pretty well. I'm really happy with that. So anyway, here we are. Front tires are just a bit thinner than the rear tires. As you can see, a little bit more traction here in the back. Hopefully it'll give me my stability. Has a really nice stance to it. Seemed to cut my weight down quite a bit. I'm going to have to weigh it and see, but before I was at a little over 7 pounds. So there we are. I think it came out really neat. And if I can do it, you can do it. Ain't no big deal. Just a matter of wanting to get all the equipment. Like I showed you, the equipment I came up with to make this. I mean, just about everybody's got a Dremel, I'm sure. That drill press I got really worked out nice because I was able to adjust the depth. It was really solid. It didn't seem to flex a lot, so I was able to get a good true cut both on the tires and on the wheels. And once again, I used the pre-mounted tires and wheels just to save some money because I didn't know how this was going to work, and I didn't want to throw away $100 or more, so I just bought them. I don't know, it was like $40 or $50 for the whole set, so I could afford that. And then cut them up, and here we are. So this is it. This was my first shot at a how-to video. Hopefully it helped you guys out. I know I searched around a bunch to get information on how to do this, and everybody had a little bit of information, so I kind of tweaked it, found a way that it would work better for me, found a way that the cuts would be more precise, and that's how I found to do it. So hopefully it'll help you guys out. All right, we'll talk to y'all later. God bless. If you like this channel, subscribe to it, man. This is what we do. We just RC geeks, man. That's pretty much what my buddy and I do all the time. A lot of crawling and stuff. So there you are. Hope you enjoyed it. God bless. So anyway, there you guys are. I hope you guys enjoyed this. So subscribe to this channel and check out what we got. We'll probably get this out later on this afternoon. If not, my buddy's coming down from up north. We're going to be doing out some crashing and bashing next weekend. So stay tuned. Get out there. I just kind of forgot to show you a bit here, but so anyway, this is our mud truck. And this here is my 10-2. As you can see, what a difference it is. What a difference. Kind of puts things into a bit of perspective on just the height, the width, all the clearance here in the axles and stuff, so it's a good thing. It's not too bad compared to my Wraith. About the same height on the wheels. The Wraith's got a little bit longer wheelbase, quite a bit more squattier. At first, this here was going to be my mud truck until I ran into the RC Bros Monster Mud Truck Conversion Kit, which is this frame here. Awesome, awesome. I had this sitting around. This was my old Dependable. When the 10.2 came out, I never used this again, so it was a shame just to let it set. So we dug her out and put the frame kit on it, and that's something that we can really go out and enjoy. So anyway, this is what we got. This is how we do it down here in Santa Cruz, California. Morning, folks. Rick here. This is going to be Rick's version of the Mega Mud Truck Tire Challenge. We're going to try out all these tires, see what really works. Got some different opinions about whether it be a small, thinner tire or a fatter tire. I don't know. That's what we're going to find out. We got the stock axial tires off of their new Gravedigger. I think I got them off of. We got the RC four-wheel drive Mud Bashers. I like these tires a lot. These are kind of the top tire that I've chosen so far, with the Crawler Innovation single stage foams in them. Really nice and tough. We got the RC four-wheel drive Mudslinger XLs with the Tennessee cut. Kind of opened them up a bit. I don't know why it's called that. That's the first guy that I've seen that did them. That's what he called them, so that's what they are. Kudos to him. Opened them up a bit, let them clean out a little bit, and then we got the Traxxas mud tire that I made, which you've seen on the video here. This is going to be the main test is going to be whether we got a thin tire that will do better in the mud than a fat tire. I noticed one thing, that I had to weight these down a bit. Got the wheel weights in the wheels here to help give it a bit of a weight. They're by Beef Tube Patties, I think they're called, because these tires, these here tires tend to float a bit because of the massive foams and the size of the tire. These here got less tire, more wheel, less flotation. So we're gonna put some power to them, see if we can get them to skip. The main thing is to skip them over the water, see if we can do that. So this is what we're gonna try this weekend. And check out my videos. If you like my videos, please subscribe. Any comments? Welcome. So this is what we got going today. All right? God bless y'all. We'll talk to you later. Morning, folks. Rick at Double Portion. Just thought I'd give you guys a glimpse of what we came up with yesterday for a body on this thing. I was going to go run this thing. Went to go put my Newcastle Creations 3800 brushless censored motor in it, and I found out my motor was seized up, or excuse me, the tranny was seized up. So I obviously had to take it all apart. And what I found was every bearing in the thing was seized up, and I've only ran it, I think, 3 times out down at White Ladies in the mud and the water. So it kind of took its toll. So I ended up having to give that a quick rebuild, and obviously didn't have time to get back down to the creek. So I did have time to go down to my buddy's house, and he had this body laying around, and he just gave it to me to put on this thing. So thank you, Jesse. 2 thumbs up, Jesse. Thank you, bro. That's what it's all about, man. All the brothers helping out the brothers, giving stuff whenever they need it, whether it be advice or parts. So anyway, here we are. Just thought I'd give you a quick shout out to Jesse. Thank you, bro. And just show you what we wound up with, the problems that we had with the transmission. Don't know what I'm going to do to keep the water from getting in it. It was pretty sealed up, didn't have any leaks or in it that I seen, but the water will get in anywhere. So I did come up with one little suggestion on brushless motors, just to seal up the back of it. I should have shot a video of it here, but you take some shoe goo and put it around the end bell on the back and where the wires go in, and then when the motor comes through the plate for the pinion, and you got 2 bolts on it, what I do is I get everything all set up, get the mesh set up correctly, and then I take the spur gear back off the motor, I take the pinion back off the motor, I don't loosen the motor, and then I put grease around the pinion in that little kind of the cutout where it adjusts, and then I put a hole in a piece of tape, and I put a piece of tape over the pinion and over that cutout so that it keeps grease in there, and it'll keep water, it'll keep mud, it'll keep dirt out of there. So that's one thing that I've been doing, and it's been helping my motors live a bit, because it is that water does take its toll on them bearings. And unfortunately, I'm not one for maintenance. I just like to run. So I usually don't catch anything until it needs bearings. But I got a whole box of bearings for these things. Ain't no big deal. Bearings are pretty cheap, and sometimes that's what it takes to put them together. So anyway, we're out of here. We'll talk to y'all later. God bless. Bye.